Have you ever noticed your dog just staring at you? Not barking, not moving, just quietly watching you. Maybe you're on your phone, maybe you're eating, or maybe you're doing absolutely nothing. And there they are, eyes locked on you. At first it feels a little funny, sometimes even creepy. But here's the surprising part. That stare from your dog is almost never random. In fact, your dog might be trying to tell you something important without making a single sound, a request, a question, or even a sign of deep trust. Today, we're going to break down the hidden meanings behind your dog's stares and other small behaviors you might see every day. Because once you understand them, you'll start realizing that your dog has been communicating with you all along, and some of these signals might surprise you. 1. The silent request stare. First, let's talk about the most common reason dogs stare at their owners. They want something, but instead of barking, they simply watch you. Think about this situation. You're sitting on the couch watching TV. Suddenly you feel like someone is watching you. You look down, and your dog is staring directly into your soul. Why? Because dogs quickly learn something very powerful. Humans respond to eye contact. So instead of barking and risking being ignored, they use the quiet method, the stare. It might mean, "Can we go outside? I'm hungry. Play with me." Your dog is basically saying, "Hey, I'm waiting." And if you've ever eventually given in, congratulations, your dog just successfully trained you. 2. The emotional connection stare. But sometimes, your dog isn't asking for anything. They're just looking at you calmly. This type of stare is actually something scientists find fascinating. When dogs look into their owner's eyes, both the dog and the human release oxytocin. Oxytocin is known as the love hormone. It's the same chemical released when parents look at their babies. People hug. Couples bond emotionally. So, when your dog stares at you with soft eyes, they might simply be feeling safe and emotionally connected to you. In other words, your dog might be saying, "I trust you." 3. The "what are you doing?" stare. Dogs are extremely curious creatures, and humans do some very strange things from a dog's perspective. For example, you start vacuuming. Your dog just sits there. You open a strange package. They stare again. You start doing a workout. Now they look completely confused. Dogs often stare because they're trying to understand your behavior. Remember, to them you are the leader of the pack. So when you suddenly start doing something unusual, they watch closely, almost like they're thinking, "Is this something I should be concerned about?" Or, "Is this a new game?" 4. The head tilt signal. Now let's talk about something incredibly cute. The famous dog head tilt. You say something, your dog tilts their head, and suddenly the internet melts. But this behavior actually has a deeper meaning. Dogs tilt their heads because they're trying to focus on certain sounds, especially human speech. Researchers believe dogs do this to better locate the sound and process what you're saying. Basically, they're concentrating. So when you say something like, "Want to go for a walk?" and your dog tilts their head, they might be thinking, "Did he just say the magic word?" 5. Following you everywhere. Have you ever tried to go somewhere in your house, and your dog instantly follows? Bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, doesn't matter. This behavior is often called shadowing, and there are 2 main reasons for it. First, attachment. Dogs are social animals. They like being near their favorite human. Second, anticipation. Dogs learn your routines. So if you stand up, they think something interesting might happen. Food, walk, car ride. Why risk missing it? So they follow you, just in case. 6. The toy offering. Another interesting behavior. Your dog suddenly brings you a toy and drops it right at your feet. This usually means one simple thing. They want interaction. Dogs don't just play with toys for entertainment. They play for social bonding. When your dog brings you a toy, they are basically inviting you into their world. It's like saying, "Hey, want to play with me?" And if you throw it, even better, because now you've joined their game. 7. Licking your face or hands. Dog licking can mean several things, but most of the time, it's a sign of affection and communication. In the wild, wolves lick each other to show respect and bonding. Puppies also lick their mothers. So when your dog licks you, it may mean affection, submission, attention-seeking, but sometimes it's also simpler than that. Your skin might taste salty, and to a dog, that's interesting. 8. Sleeping near you. Have you noticed your dog likes sleeping close to you? Maybe near your feet or beside your bed. This behavior goes back to pack instincts. In the wild, animals sleep close to pack members for safety and warmth. So when your dog chooses to sleep near you, it means they see you as part of their trusted pack. Your presence makes them feel secure. It's basically their way of saying, "I feel safe here." 9. The protective watch. Sometimes, your dog stares not at you, but around you, watching the room, watching the door, watching strangers. This is their protective instinct. Even the friendliest dogs often keep an eye on theirs, not because they're aggressive, but because they're aware. To them, protecting their human is part of their role. So that calm stare into the distance, it might actually be your dog standing guard. So the next time your dog stares at you, don't just ignore it. Pause for a second, look back, because your dog might be asking for something, trying to understand you, or simply telling you they trust you. Dogs communicate in quiet ways, and once you start noticing these small signals, you begin to understand them on a completely different level. If you enjoyed discovering these hidden meanings behind dog behavior, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos about dog psychology and the secret language of our pets. And if you're curious about what other behaviors might secretly mean, check out our next video about the strange things dogs do when they think nobody is watching. Because trust me, your dog might be doing things you never expected. And once you learn what they mean, you'll never look at your dog the same way again.